Some what?
Some
You
lessons
said what?
in life are learned the hard way.
Why would you say that to someone who is trying?
Why is that such a bad thing to say, ma'am? He was told the first time to have
what
the
is
hair
wrong
pulled
with
back
his
out of
appearance,
his face.
ma'am?
His hair is in his eyes, so we
Is
can't
yours
see his
not?
eyes. Ma'am, can you see my eyes?
Is your hair in your face?
I'm not going to keep going with this. You can leave the restaurant.
Is your hair in your face? You're supposed to have on a net working in a food restaurant industry.
You can leave the restaurant.
How are you going to tell me? So is your face not in your hair? Call the police. We are not doing nothing wrong. Is your hair not in your face? I believe I see hair everywhere.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right with
You did not tell me that's what you said to him.
I did tell you word for word what I said.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did, ma'am.
No, you did not.
Yes,
you didn't say that.
You are mistaken.
You did not say that. I got the first recording already.
Okay.
You did not say that. You just changed it up when I said what he told me.
Okay.
Well, we're going to run these cameras.
You ain't going to run nothing, ma'am.
You're going to get these cameras run.
No, you ain't going to run nothing.
Because you're not going to do that illegally.
Well,
well, let us go. I'm ready and I'm
go
always
take the legal
prepared.
action. Go take the legal
Always
action.
prepared.
Go take the legal action.
Always prepared. That's
Okay.
one thing you got to understand is that you have to
Have a
be
good day.
ready so you don't have to get
Have a good
ready.
day.
That is a child.
That is a 16-year-old looking for a job.
Yes.
And you're not
And
going to
he's
get
a
every
child.
job that you apply for.
And I know
and
that.
This isn't helping him get a job at all. And it's
First
not
of
teaching
all,
him anything.
and it's not.
No,
It's not. But it is going to teach him that just because you are a racist,
a black
it's
woman
not
told him the
going
first
to-
time to pull his hair out of his face, but I am a
Brian,
racist.
did you put your hair in a ponytail the last time you were here?
I pulled it back.
You pulled it back. Thank you. He did not put it in a ponytail.
I didn't ask him to put it in a ponytail.
What did you
I
ask
asked him
him?
to pull his hair out of his face.
Did you try?
Yeah, as soon as I saw him put my hair in the ponytail.
You put it in a ponytail. Did he not?
I told him
Did
some
he
lessons in
not?
life are learned the hard way.
Did he not?
Yo, you can, as a young man, run back home to your mother every time that you don't get your way or you don't get a job. Now, I was initially going to comment on this and say that he needed a strong father in his life because this is the reason why a lot of these guys are growing up feeling like they entitled, they get sassy, they feel like they don't have any manliness to them, they don't have any stick-to-itiveness, and that is a word, stick-to-itiveness. But more importantly, how you gonna just call somebody a racist because he didn't get the job or they don't agree with the way that he's wearing his hair in his face? And this woman is literally trying to teach him a lesson, a life lesson, and this is not helping. She was absolutely right. This is the same thing that happens in the elementary schools. It's the same thing that happens at the job. You can't call on your mama every time that you don't get your way.
Hey, I agree with her and him at the same time, 1000%. First off, this one thing I never understand about black folks, right? If we found that a company is racist, why I'm trying my best to have my son work there or my child still work there? Why not go to a different McDonald's? Not every McDonald's owned by a white person or or somebody outside your race or whatever. I mean, I see McDonald's that was owned by, because in their corporations, I seen some that's owned by black folks. Some is owned by white, Spanish. I know when I was 16, I worked at McDonald's. I worked there for 3 years, from 16 to 19. I never had no issue with my manager. He was Hispanic, probably one of the coolest guys I ever met. And the second supervisor was a white guy. Cool. On top of they both was cool as hell. They done taught me so many different lessons. I mean, they done taught me so much, man, working at these places, how you can open your own business. I was at 16. I was a young dude. So, of course, I wasn't listening. But anyway, I don't understand how, if she tell you to put your hair back because it's blocking your face, why not listen, right? And then the mom had to say, hey, is yours pulled back? Obviously, hers not, because, and it's not, what she said was, I can't see his face. You can't see his face. You got your dreads here, they block. I can't stand seeing these kids look like that. They're like zombies just walking. They're like zombies. Pull it back. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then she gonna ask her, is yours pulled back? The manager don't need theirs to wear a net because they back there handling the money and handling and doing scheduling and talking to other people and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So she don't need it. It's not like she was at she was by the register and by the counter. She don't need it. It's the people that work in the back. And I'm sure he probably didn't have it either, because if he did, then maybe she probably wouldn't say pull it back. But she's saying, listen, every job you get doesn't mean, I mean, every place you apply for doesn't mean you're going to get that job. You got to kind of look, appropriate. You come there, put your hair in a knot, good. And a tie, whatever you tie it backwards, and you fine. I see my son, I know he wanted to grow the dreads, you know, sometimes his be in his eyes too, and I have to tell him, hey, pull it back. Sometimes I can't see your face because I got to see how you look before you leave the house. When you leave the house, I want to make sure you're fresh and clean. Every morning, especially when I take the little ones out to go to school, I play the Outcast song, So Fresh, So Clean. So they remember how I have to look. I need to look presentable. When people see me out there, like, oh man, you look good, you smell good. You know, I like that feeling when people tell my kids that. I like that feeling, right? But my son, I know he's 18 and he still thinks he's an adult, which in the country they say you are. But I still got to tell him, hey, pull your hair back. I need to see your face before you leave this house. You're not going to go out with stains on your face and none of that stuff. Pull it back. I'm not a big fan with the ones just in their face right now. I'd rather just pull back. My brother had dreads. I don't have them. I try to grow them. I had them before I met my wife, and my wife didn't like them too much. And besides, they took so long to grow, so I kind of had cut them. And I said, no, I don't want them no more because I like to be. I like to look like this. You know, just have my hair low, and it just look better because I really want to go through that stage. You know, when they start growing high, like wigs and stuff like that. But and Anton was correctly too. He was right about it. You can't every time something doesn't go your way, you got to go tell your mom. And this is the problem, man. Growing up without a father, it kind of mess up a lot of these kids, man. I know I grew up without a father. And it was tough for me growing up because I wish I had that father figure. It's crazy how you have some friends, their father was there. You know, they'll come pick me up. Or some of my friends, we go out different places. It was good because they were like my father. So it was like I had like a whole bunch of dads, you know what I'm saying? Because my friends had their dads, some of them, and they was black. I had some white friends away too. They had their father. My neighbors, they was white. Their dad was there. Both parents. I'm not saying if you have both parents, you're gonna be the best child in the world. We know some people go through some things. Look at Magic Johnson's son. Who else? Look at a lot of these other people that have both parents. But to each your own. I'd rather have both parents living there because it's to me, the kid is brought up better than the ones that really don't have a father. 'Cause some of these kids that don't have no father in their life, it's wild out there, man. These the one that really do a lot of crazy stuff on the streets. And you know, I know me and my wife argue a lot about this thing, saying, "What you mean that it's a lot of kids are growing up with their father, and it's not the mom fault." But then I go to the hood. I'm telling you, do a survey. Go to the hood and find out, and just ask these kids, "Are your dad is in your life?" I'm telling you, man, 70% of them gonna be like, "Nope, I don't have a dad. My dad don't live here. Nope, my dad don't live here." But you cannot. Every time you don't get a job, you cannot run to your mom like, "Hey, mom, I ain't got it because my hair." Sometimes you just cut that junk, man. Look normal, look presentable. I'm not saying that having dreads not normal. I seen some good looking dreads. Even now, I see them like, "Damn, these look good." My brother's on look really good. He's getting older. It seems like he's losing something, but he looks good with his dreads because he take care of it. Every 3 weeks, something like that, they redo it. Especially his wife does it, so he's lucky with that. He save more money, you know. And then the mom had the nerve to call the lady racist because the way her son looked and he didn't listen. Go to another McDonald's. Is it that hard to do? And this is that black fatigue people been talking about, man. These white folks, they talking back. They don't care if you're recording no more. They don't care about none. She said, man, go file this lawsuit. Go ahead. Take it to court. Go ahead. They not caring no more. They is not caring anymore. Go ahead. You can record me all you want. And I don't blame her. She shouldn't get fired for her job. She didn't do nothing wrong. All she said was, hey, pull your hair back in a ponytail and you should be fine. He probably about to get a job right there on the spot. But nope, you have your mom. You brought your mom in and made it even worse for you. And now they're going to see this online somewhere. All these other companies are going to see this. Lucky they didn't show the kid. I was waiting for them to show the kid. And the mom voice, you could hopefully somebody heard her voice and like, look, that's that lady that called her the manager over there racist at McDonald's. Don't hire him. Yeah, they shouldn't hire him, period. Mom is disrespectful as hell. Stupid. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. You gotta let me know in the comment what you guys think. Peace out. Anton Daniel, thank you so much, man, for this one, man. Appreciate it, man. Love your content. Peace out, y'all.